So this is the RSG One from RedStakes Golf. You might recognize it as the Optishot Nova. Optishot was around for quite some time, and they offered kind of like the most desirable, affordable at-home simulator experiences you could find with the Optishot Mat. Last fall, they rebranded as RedStakes, and this is their new latest offering for $2,000. This thing right here is your at-home launch monitor simulator, everything you need all in one kit. I've been testing it for a few months. I've been putting it through the ringer. And in today's video, I want to dive deep into that testing. Like, I've tested a lot of launch monitors. I'm a practicer. I'm a launch monitor lover, not much of a sim golfer. But I want to see if this kit, if this unit, if this experience and software can make a simulator golfer out of me. So the RSG One, it's got quite the stature. This is a down-the-line launch monitor that is an at-home launch monitor. There's nothing portable about it. It needs to be plugged into power and plugged into Ethernet to be connected straight to your PC. Yes, you need a gaming or Windows 11 PC or higher, faster. No tablet, no mobile. So this was a new experience for me because I've always run everything off of an iPad because I've used launch monitors simply for practicing. Yeah, the Rapsodo, you can do some sim course and have some fun. There's E6, there's Pinseeker. Like, I've used them a little bit for sim golf, but I've always used simulators in my time or launch monitors in my time for practicing. I've looked at a launch monitor like, how good is it at letting you become a better golfer through efficient data and efficient practice? This has that capacity, but like I've said, it's an at-home simulator experience, but there's really good value in practice with it too. But this thing lives in your garage, in your studio, in your basement, behind the ball, and it's best that it just stays there. What I've had to do here, move it back and forth every time I did test it, not ideal. I didn't have to calibrate it every time, but if you get this, if you have this, leave it put so you calibrate it once and it's ready for rock whenever you want to fire up the sim and put. Speaking of that, the calibration process, very, very simple. It comes with everything you need. It steps you through it. Not hard whatsoever. You're just lining it up, you're calibrating it, easy peasy. And because it's a down the line one, you don't have to move it for a lefty or a righty. If you have the space for a lefty or a righty to swing in your studio, in your sim, this thing just lives there and it reads left-handed, right-handed, whatever you need, it's got you covered. It also comes with a sleeve of TP5X Pix Balls because you don't need club stickers, you don't need marks on the ball, specific balls. It worked with the design on this tailor-made ball to read this ball most accurately. You can use any golf ball, but the pattern on the Pix ball is what this thing was designed with to give you the most accurate reading. That's kind of nice touch. Like, yes, you get 3 of them, but this is a very easy ball to find. It's not cumbersome. It's not, you could use this golf ball on the golf course. Like, really nice touch. Like, when I got this, I was quite impressed with that. I didn't have to do anything to put stickers on the club. I didn't have to put stickers on the ball or line up a ball perfectly or whatever. It just comes with this ball. You're ready to go straight out of the box. So easy peasy right there. Straight from the box, this thing also comes loaded with 10 golf courses, your basic driving range, your chipping, your putting, closest to the pins, stroke play golf. It comes with pretty much everything you need at that $2,000 price tag, but you're also part of the RSG community. And we're going to touch a lot about that because that's one of the big things that I experienced in testing this and in talking with them. What they're really wanting to create with this whole simulator experience is a golfing community that lives online and you challenge each other, you compete, all that cool stuff. There's one subscription fee if you want it. Obviously, all these launch monitors are kind of laden with subscription fees. This one has one. For $200 a year, you open up all the golf courses, 36 golf courses, and any updates to those golf courses you will get. You open up more of the community experience, more of the matches and those type of things. And you also open up the dynamic range. And the dynamic range is unreal. It is so good. You have multiple tees to choose from, multiple targets from those tees. So you're creating golf shots, you're practicing to targets that are so realistic, that are challenging island greens, water to the right, water short, bunkers. It's not just like a basic green target. I could spend hours in that dynamic range. It simulates real golf so well that practicing in there, yes, the regular range is great. You can change your targets. You can do a lot of good stuff. The data you're getting is very accurate and it will help you get better through practice. But dynamic range is an incredible part of the software. Looks so good. You get the data you need to kind of learn, but man, you get to hit shots, see what happens. So impressed with the dynamic range when I was diving into this testing. So what you're seeing through these overlays as I was testing this is the latency or lack thereof that this unit offers. When you hit it, it goes. Most all launch monitors into simulators, you hit the shot, there's a wee bit of lag, and the lag varies depending on your software, your tablet, your computer speed, and the launch monitor, the connection. This thing, the way that it comes, the way that it runs off. I mean, the gaming PC you need is anywhere from $500 to $1,000. You don't need a beefy gaming PC to run this thing. When you hit it, it goes. It's like real golf. And that part of the experience for me in all of this testing was so fun, and it made it more enjoyable, and it made me want to keep using it and to keep practicing, playing, diving deeper into the software because I could hit shots and the reaction and the way that it flew felt like I was playing on a golf course because it was instant. It was flying the way it would fly out on a golf course or like when you look up and you see it. So impressive. Zero latency. Unlike anything I've ever tested or experienced. Definitely something that they've worked very hard on, and to offer it in this package, 10 out of 10. Touching on to that community aspect of it, there's so much you can do in the software. You can open up a round, create a round, invite anyone into it, or as you make friends or have other friends that do use this, they can join your rounds. You can open it up and see closest twos that are going, stroke play things that are going, match play invites, and just play rounds with friends or make friends. And that's a really cool part of this experience. And that's something that I've not dabbled into whatsoever when it comes to sim golf. I know you can play great courses on GS Pro or E6, but I'm not sure of the community aspect of those. And I've played Pin Seeker a fair bit a couple years ago, and you see names, and I never really got into the community aspect of it. The fact that there's kind of like a social network baked into this where you're golfing with everyone else that's using the same kit as you, playing the same courses as you. It was really fun and interesting. I still have a bit to go to like really connect, let's say, with some of the other golfers in there. But in my testing, you're seeing when I play around, somebody had a round open up and I played in it. And if I was spending more time on it, I could, play the rounds for coins and wagers and all that. Oh, and to your membership, you actually also get 10,000 coins with that $200 a year, which allows you to play in those wagered games, purchase things through their store. So just a nice little touch when it comes to the wagering. I don't want to say gambling, but like the money game aspect of it. Really cool there. Speaking of the community, one of the things they told me was like, test it with friends. So I had some buddies come over here one evening. The kids were all asleep. We fired things up, and it's kind of like a Top Golf experience. If you want your buddies to play, throw it up on the screen. They scan a QR code, they create a free account, and they can join the game. So now they have this account for whenever they do play on a RedStakes simulator software. So if we lived in a more northern climate, let's say, where, a few different people on the block or in your neighborhood or that your buddies, let's say if two of them have one of these and you don't, you have your account to play on Tim's game or Steve's game. Like, it's really neat, just like it is with Topgolf. You've created your account, you go, you scan your QR code, and away you go. And then they would also, like, I believe, establish handicaps in there. Just like you don't have to have the kit to join the community. And that was really cool. And I gotta say, I haven't played like simulator golf with buddies 20 years. Yeah, like since maybe high school, college, back in Canada in the winter. Having my buddies over here, music's playing, we're playing closest to the pin contests. We played a 9-hole course. We played irons only just because for my setup, hitting driver is you're very close to this rail. I got to move it just a little bit. I'm comfortable hitting on the angle, but not everyone is. So we played 9 holes, irons only. So much fun. And that latency, the data, the experience, the accuracy of it all. My buddies were like, hey, we got to make a habit of this. We got to come do this every couple weeks on the Friday nights or whatever it is on the weekends. And like, let's play some sim golf and have some whiskey and have a lot of fun. And like, I've never experienced that. And for that price tag to bring that into your house and then invite your friends to be part of that, it's really, really cool. Beyond all of that, like I've said, the accuracy seems really good. The numbers seem really, really good. And I've spent a lot of time testing it. I finally got to hitting driver, and driver seems a little high. But if it's high for you, it's high for everybody. So it just maybe reads a little bit high on the speed. My club head speed, my ball speed. Like I don't achieve 185 ball speed, but I was seeing 185 ball speed. And I was thinking maybe the distance I was seeing, I was at elevation, because you can also change elevation. Like the elevation is going to be relative to the golf course. But even if you're on a range, let's say you live in a spot with elevation, you can set the range to, I believe 500 feet increments of elevation. Nice little touch there. So I thought maybe the driver's going further because of the elevation the golf course was at. It was fun to hit driver 325 in the air, but I don't hit driver 325 in the air. So then I took it into the range, and yeah, I just like the spin and everything and the launch and everything seemed accurate, but the club head speed, ball speed, and carry just seemed a little elevated. And I think I see that on their website when you see like customer reviews. Like there's so many 4 or 5 star reviews. But it does seem that like the distance may be a little inflated at times, but that's something they continue to work on. Like this community, the simulator, like they're improving upon it to make it better for you, because the putting it's so hard. Call a spade a spade. Putting on simulator golf is so hard. But from what I've read, is putting on this used to be even worse, like even harder, and it's gotten better. So yeah, like if you're really trying to shoot a real low score, it can be a bit of a challenge, because especially like the 10-foot gimme range, you can make their gimme range larger if you set up the game. You could set up mulligans if you wanted, but the way that I've been testing it is no mulligans, 10-foot gimme range. Putting's a little bit of a challenge because I can't move the launch monitor to my putting map, let's say. But again, when we're in here playing, all my buddies, it's the same for all of us. So that just kind of makes it more, it's fun. It's a laugh. In the software, we did experience the odd glitch or two when you hit it in the hazard. I mean, maybe I don't know. And if someone does know, let me know down below. There was no like where to drop it. It just drops you effectively like just outside of the water. So if there's like trees or reeds or long grass, like you're in that, which obviously from a golf course, you want to like drop appropriately so that you can have a shot. That being said, when you're in the rough, it's really cool how this red thing comes up and it's like rough ball speed affected by 5 to 10%. So that just makes it a little bit better for in your brain and your mind trying to calculate what distance you need to hit it. I really, really like that touch. And then like if you're in the trees, like I got stuck behind a rock once. So it's like, how do you have to move the alignment to chip out, or could you take it unplayable? Again, let me know down below if it's something I've totally overlooked, how to take it like an unplayable why, or is that just something in simulator golf that just isn't a thing? You just kind of hit it and hope. I don't know. Let me know down below if I'm missing that in my kind of novice stages of simulator golf. But all that, like, I think that's kind of par for the course with sim software. There are glitches here and there that they work upon. If it misreads, I don't know what to do. You kind of just are a victim of a misread, let's say. Like I teed up driver once and I tapped, like I moved, it fell off the tee as I walked by or whatever, and it read that as a drive. So you're like, how do you, especially as I was in a game that someone else created that had no mulligans, let's say, how do you fix that if there's a glitch or a misread or it read that you hit a shot, but you actually didn't even hit a shot? Again, if I'd missed something, let me know down below, but I think these are things that all simulator golfers experience and they bring up to the company, to the engineers, and they work to refine it. And that's what I read in reviews on their website. And I anticipate to see those improvements roll out as more people express concerns about it. I look at launch monitors, I said, as a practicer, and the price tag and the value you get for practice. I had to shift my thinking a little bit. Like for $2,000, you get the data that you need to learn about your golf shots and improve and practice. But you get incredible graphics. You get so many golf courses, even just 10 without even upgrading. You get great golf courses, great graphics, fun community. You create something that adds value to your home because you can essentially invite people over to hit, even if it's just a net, not an impact screen. Like, I'm lucky. I've got a great enclosure here from Carl's place where I've got a wicked setup for sim golf. If I were to fully live with this, I would have to refine my cord system, my cord management, because you can see it in the background. It's a bit sloppy. I'm doing whatever I can to plug this thing and have it reach. But when I had to move it, luckily I moved it enough for driver. Like, I would need a more refined setup so that I could hit driver all the time, not have a set place for this. If someone's spending $2,000 and $500 on a computer and, $5 to $1,500 on a projector net and all that experience, they're gonna set it so it just lives right there, and you see that in like customer photos. Looking at it in that regard, the value is for the price tag is so high because, like I said, you can improve, get better for when you play golf outside, but there's a lot of people who have 4, 5, 6 months of the year where they can't and they want to keep playing, but they don't want to pay that membership to go to that place. They can invest in their own space and be part of a community and have that community come to them with their friends, and their friends create their accounts and their friends are now part of that community. So the price tag for the hardware and the software is fantastic, but beyond that, the value you're getting when it comes to experience, community, fun, really, really cool. And my intro, I preface, like, could this make a simulator golfer out of me? Yeah, it could. If I move into a new studio at some point, or if we move and I have more space, I would set this up to just live there. And when I have family come over for Thanksgiving or Easter or Christmas, or friends come over, we would play a lot of simulator golf because this experience was so fun, is so fun. And I'm excited to see RedStakes continue to evolve and refine and grow, because for a rebrand, it's a risk they're taking, but the product is so good that it's just the small refinements and like customer satisfaction that will kind of help the brand grow. So let me know. Have you used this? Did you use Optishot? Have you researched this? Sound off in the comments below, because the community aspect is huge for them. And I want that to be kind of a huge part of this video. People talking about their experiences with this, encouraging what they've learned so that we can make the best decision when creating that at-home experience with the RSG One.